Izaak, my friend, was there any, because one thing that I have heard, which is quite common amongst a few people that I know, is that they'll be in a bad situation, and for multiple reasons, and maybe you could give myself and the people listening some advice. They choose to self-medicate, if you will. So they say, hey, I'm not in a good place right now. I need help. However, no one else's help. I'm going to help
Right.
myself. I don't know if it's a pride thing. I don't know if it's a money thing. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, is there anything you can shed on? Did you feel like that at all? Or like, was there any part of you that said, no, I don't need anyone else's help? Or kind of what was your opinion on like self-medication or going to someone else?
Well, for those you don't know, I'm actually I focus more on men's health and men's
Mm.
depression and when it comes to men, oh man, we have a lot of pride issues. And we don't like
Definitely.
to discuss our problems. We don't like to discuss our feelings because, I mean, you talk about the generation that never wanted to express anything. And that was, our greatest generation, the people who fought in World War II. Those were, our grandparents or our great grandparents. Those were the generation that, you don't talk about faith, you don't talk about feelings, and you don't talk about finances, period. End of story.
Mm.
And it was just suppression. And that mindset has brought us down to this place now where men are told that to sit down, shut up, don't express your feelings. Luckily, I didn't even live in a family. Like my dad is very an emotional person and he does not, but his dad had that disease, if you will, and that belief of never express your feelings. And so my dad felt like he never could express his feelings. And then now he expresses it too much. Right. And so it definitely was where a point where I was like, no, I hate myself. Like, I can do this myself. I can figure it. And I think it starts there, right? It's okay to have like, okay, I do need to help myself. Like I have to take charge of this ship, but I do need some help. Like you are the captain of your own destiny. However, you need others and you need your higher power or Jesus or whoever you believe in to also help you as well. You need people along the way to help you out. So like you need someone to row the boat. You need someone to tie up the mast. You need someone to do all this. Yes, you're the captain. It's your responsibility that anything happens. But and that's true, and I love that, and it's important. But you can't do it yourself. And I think I definitely felt that at first. I was like, I can do this myself. It was probably around when I was 15, and I was like neck deep into this addiction of pornography. And it just led me down to this just dark paths. Like I just didn't want to go there. And I thought to myself, well, I could figure it out myself. And then the next day it was like, okay, I'm never going to watch porn again. I'm never going to, do this. I didn't have access to alcohol or weed. I lived in a very religious
Mm.
home. And so I didn't have any of this. So pornography was my escape. Right. And it's a lot of men's escapes, video games and pornography. And that was my escape. And so I knew I had a problem, but I didn't want to say it. I was like, I'm good. Like this is not a real, it's not a real addiction or it's fine. It's fine. And then, but the moment I knew that it was a problem was when I couldn't stop by myself. So yeah, I absolutely felt like that I could, I could figure it out on my own, but then I realized I just can't. It's not possible.